by. All right, see, it's on your right.
இங்க தீ பிடிச்சிட்டே தான் இருக்கும் போறீங்க.
Now, straight ahead is Times Square. You'll be going there later with Sonia. Madame Tussauds, of course, very famous. Many theaters. I will tell you, millions of people pass through here every year. This is known as the crossroads of the world. We have millions of tourists here from spring now, all through the summer, from all over the world that come to New York.
ஆமாம் இங்கே தான் வந்தோம். லைட் கலர்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்துச்சுலாம் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தோம்ல தெரியுமா?
Wonderful restaurants. Many years ago, this was a very bad neighborhood with a lot of crime. And our mayor, Mr. Giuliani, came in the 90s and cleaned it up. It is very safe, very family-oriented, open 24 hours a day. Okay, we gotta go over the river.
டுசான்ஸா ஓஹோ இதான் ஆமாம் இதான் நம்மளை விடுவாங்க.
You will come here later in the day with Sonia. Later on. That'll be here. It is wonderful. Okay.
Believe it or not, this is a problem. It's on TV. Believe it or not.
Now, the theater on your left, you see the AMC Empire, was an old vaudeville theater. And a few years ago, it was pulled down the street on Roke. I saw it. And they moved it here and opened this movie theater. Before it was here, in the old days, it was known as the Elton's Theater. And two very famous American comedians named Abbott and Costello, you might have, I don't know if you've seen them in your country, very famous, started in show business in the 30s in this theater. And on your right again, you have the Yankees clubhouse. If you want to buy New York Yankees jackets and souvenirs. All right? On your left is the Port Authority bus terminal that goes all over the United States. Now we need to go straight and then get on there. You back? Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you look straight ahead to your far left, you will see, pardon me, an orange tower with blue. You'll see it? That is the beginning of the Freedom Tower. They are rebuilding World Trade Center, as you know. We're going to pass. That is the Freedom Tower to your left. And to your right in a moment is the World Financial Center and the Winter Garden that was totally bombed out, restored by people working for free. We will go over here later on the way back. This is World Financial Center.
The green to idu
And
pathambala.
I'll give you a whole overview of Ground Zero. There is Ground Zero on your left. Look. It was totally bombed out. I saw it all happen. I saw it from beginning to end.
இந்த பிரைன் கூட வரும்போது சொன்னால அந்த கிரீன் இது மேலே போட்டுக்கணும்ல அந்த தொப்பி இந்த இங்கே இருக்கு பாருங்க.
Come back here.
அங்கேயும் தான் ஒரு green
அங்க ஒரு தொப்பி, நிறைய தொப்பி இருக்குப்பா.
இது பெருசா தெரியுது.
இந்த World Trade இதான் இடிஞ்சு வந்தது.
எது?
இந்த இடம் தான் இடிஞ்சு விழுந்துச்சா?
World Trade.
ஓ இந்த இடம் தானே
ஃப்ரீயா இருக்கு ஒரு.
அங்கே தான் திருப்பி கட்டுறாங்க.
பண்றாங்க கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் பண்றாங்க.
Okay, after we finish the Statue of Liberty, we are coming back. So don't worry, we will come and click pictures of this place. So whatever you can grab now is fine, but we are definitely coming back after the Statue of Liberty here. Okay?
பின்னாடி ஒரு போலீஸ் வேன் போகுது
வச்சுது.
பின்னாடி ஒரு
இதுவும் போலீஸ்
அது அங்க பிளாக் பண்ணாங்க.
இருக்குதா?
ஆமா அதான்.
ஸ்டாச்சு
அது பாருங்கடா.
Okay, can you see that queue here
Oh.
to get into Statue of Liberty? Is everybody ready to stand in the queue? Okay, so like mentioned, we have a separate entry.
Entry.
Okay, just ensure that you're carrying your cameras, water bottle, only what you require.
Can I get the whole bag?
All your backpacks, please keep it here. It becomes much more handy. In case you're carrying jackets, ensure you're taking it.
தண்ணி ரெட் கலர்
Brooklyn.
இல்ல. இது டச். பாஸ்போர்ட். நீ ஒரு இடத்துல வை.
பண்ணல
ஒரே இடத்துல வைங்க. டான்ஸ் ஆடுற மாதிரி இருக்கு.
ஹார்ஸ்னா மேலே ஏறிடுவாளா நம்ம ஆளு.
ஃபோட்டோ எடுக்கலாம். இதான் ரைடு வரணும். பீச்ல கூட வேணா ஹார்ஸ் வரணுமா?
போலீஸ் ஏத்தல முடியாது.
யானையா நம்ம ஊர் யானை நினைச்சிங்களா? ஏய் நீ திரும்புடா எடுத்துருவோம். வாங்க தாமஸ் குக்கு போயிட்டாங்க.
Pillas del todo, así, y ahora una mano extendida con lo que le vayas a dar. Y estate quieto, tú quieto, Javi. Lo de Patricia. Patricia.
In the United States,
நல்லா இருக்குல்ல?
at the end of World War II in 1945,
இது வேற ஒரு
in the center
பக்கம்
there,
இருக்கும்பா.
you see a wall with gold stars on it. That is called the Freedom Wall. On the wall are 4,048 stars. Each star represents 100 lives lost by U.S. military during World War II. So over 400,000 Americans lost their lives.
And up on the hill, you'll see Georgetown University, which is the oldest Roman Catholic university.
ஏன் நல்லா உட்காருங்களா?
The large building with the steeples is Healy Hall. In 1873, Patrick Healy and Jesper Priest became the president of Georgetown University, the first African American to head a white university. In between the statues, you'll find a Lincoln Memorial. Planned as early as 1867, the Lincoln Memorial wasn't completed until 1922. It was built to model the Parthenon in Greece. Its 36 columns represent the at the time of Lincoln's assassination. Also inscribed on top of the memorial at the time of its completion. Inside the 100-foot memorial were
தான்
find
இருக்கா?
a 19 by 19 statue
ஆமா.
of
Front
Lincoln
அங்கிட்டு இருக்கா?
ஆமா.
engraved in the
இது வச்சு
limestone
நமக்கு இருக்கதா
walls for
சொல்றாங்க.
his second inaugural address, and as well as his Gettysburg Address. The steps at the base of the memorial were also called the Watergate, as they were intended to be the gateway to the city for visiting dignitaries who arrived here by water. But they were very seldom used for that. But what they were used for, they would anchor a barge, and they would put a band on it and have a concert, and those steps would serve as the seats. The blue spray bell tower that you see over to the right is the Netherlands Caroline. This was a gift from the Netherlands in appreciation for liberating them from Nazi occupation in World War II. To the right of the Caroline, you might be able to see the Iwo Jima Memorial. This is the statue of the Marines raising the flag on Mount Suribachi in World War II, and it's the world's largest bronze statue.
இப்போ இருக்க உள்ள சரியா வராது. திரும்புவோம்ல அப்போ இந்த பக்கம் பூரா பில்டிங் இப்படி வரும். நல்லா எடுக்கும்.
It symbolically links the north with the south. It was a drawbridge at one time, and it connects Washington with Arlington National Cemetery.
இருக்கிறியா?
It's a home of property laid for 35 years prior to the Civil War.
Rate எவ்வளவு
During the Civil War, the property was seized by the Union and used as
போர்ட்ல
டான்ஸ் ஆட போகிற இல்லையா? எப்படி உட்காந்தாங்க?
The stone monument over to the right is Washington's tribute to LBJ for Lyndon Baines Johnson. The strip of land that runs along the river is Lady Bird Johnson Park.
அப்பா போட்டோ எடுக்கலாமா?
Over to the left, you have the Jefferson Memorial. It was the third. To the left, you'll see some buildings. The first building is the Museum of Engraving and Printing. The second building is the Holocaust Museum. And the tall green tower is the pavilion at the old post office. The side of the old post office headquarters, it's been renovated as shops and restaurants, and it's the second highest building in the city. And the Park Service offers it towards the top of the tower. The bells in the tower were a gift from England and were made at the same foundry as the bells at Westminster Abbey. These bridges are the 14th Street bridges. The first bridge is the George Macy Memorial Bridge. The second bridge is the General Bridge. The third bridge was the site of the 1982 New York, Florida plane crash and was named for Marlon Weeds Jr., who was a passenger on that plane and died seeing
பேஸ் வாட்டரை கொண்டு விட்றாங்க.
Next bridge is the Metro Bridge. It was named for Senator Charles Fenwick of Virginia. The last bridge, also called the Long Bridge, carries the railroad across the river, and it was an operating swing bridge at one time until it was hit by lightning, which caused a fire, permanently damaging the bearings of the bridge. The bridge is still in use today, and it's one of the most heavily traveled routes on the East Coast.
Come, we'll go in the front. Come. Nice. I'll be showing you gate. There, there. Ball. Flag. Where's your flag?
National Airport serves approximately 44,000 passengers a day and 16 million passengers per year. Air cannons make loud bangs and explosions that can be heard. These devices are intended to break birds out of the passengers. We're turning around here, and we continued south down the river. It would be about a 100-mile trip to the Chesapeake Bay. The Potomac River is 383 miles wildlife due to its unique characteristics of being both a freshwater river as well as having saltwater in its lower extremities due to being a tidal river. Washington, D.C. was originally intended to be 100 square miles located at the junction of the Potomac and Anacostia rivers. This location placed part of the district